Hey, church friends and family. I hope everybody is doing really well, and I hope that we all remember that God is with us. So here we are, still going through this shelter in place, and not really sure when everything is going to end. And it's probably been the past couple weeks, or maybe even now, we're all starting to wonder, how much longer? How long until this ends? How long until this is over? You know what? That's completely natural and normal for us to think that way and to feel that way. But at the same time, it's a great opportunity and reminder for us to think about and focus on what matters most so that we can get through. Now, when we read the book of Psalms, we find a bunch of places in Scripture where that question is actually asked, or those kinds of questions are asked. How long, O Lord? How long will I feel this way? How long until I hear from you? And it actually provides us a really good model of what we can do and what we should do when those times come up in our life. Today we're going to focus on Psalm chapter 13 and then see what happens when those questions are asked, what happens when we feel certain emotions, and then what we can do about it. When you read Psalm chapter 13, and I encourage you to do so, it's only 6 verses long, you'll see in the beginning that there are some questions that come up. The first 2 verses say, how long, God? How long until this goes on and ends? How long until this is over? But then after that, the next 2 verses focus on what the author wishes would happen or how the author feels. And then when we move to the last 2 verses, that's when the change occurs. That's when something shifts. And that's what I want to focus on. Let's read this together. Psalm chapter 13, verses 5 and 6 says this. But I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. I will sing the Lord's praise, for he has been good to me. You see, there, everything changes, because David, who wrote this, realizes that even though he doesn't know the answer of how long, and even though he feels all kinds of different things, he has what is most valuable. He has something that will give him the strength to be able to focus on what is good and to get through the days that he's facing. And it's a great example for us. It's a great model for us to take on and to practice ourselves. So when we begin to ask those questions and feel these things, we can quickly recognize it's an opportunity for us to think about what God has provided us so we can have that strength. Now, at the same time, it also gives us an opportunity to celebrate. Now, I know that not all of us are singers, but notice in verse 6, it says that I will sing to the Lord, for he has been good to me. Now, even though we don't all consider ourselves singers, because Scripture brings it up, I thought it'd be a great opportunity for us to learn a new song together. This is not a difficult song. It's pretty simple, and this is how it goes. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for salvation. Thank you, Lord, for your mercy. Thank you, Lord, for your goodness in my life. Let's sing that one more time. Thank you, Lord, for salvation. Thank you, Lord, for your mercy. Thank you, Lord, for your goodness in my life. Really simple. And you know what? If you don't want to sing it, that's okay. Maybe you can hum it, or you can whistle it, or you can just use the words to say a thankful and grateful prayer to God for what he's given us. The point is not necessarily just singing. The point is to focus on what is good and what God has provided, and to celebrate that and rejoice in that, and to gain our strength from that. To see that it's not because of what we do or that we can answer the question or that we can get all the answers that make us happy or give us joy or strength, but rather it's focusing on God and what he's given us and what he can do while we're waiting for the answer. So, I encourage all of us, read Psalm chapter 13. Again, it's only 6 verses long. And when we get in those moments that are completely normal and natural to start wondering and asking questions and feeling frustrated and feeling emotions and maybe feeling a little bit of desperation, let's focus on what God has provided us. Let's remember that God is with us. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see everybody really soon.